What's up, YouTube? Convicted marketer Lawrence Aponte here, back at you with another crypto video. All right, in this episode of All In Crypto, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how you can find and research new crypto tokens. Two things really quick before I actually get into the content. Number one is if you enjoy crypto content and you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and turn on notifications as well. That way when I post content 3 to 4 times per week, you'll be the first ones to be notified and you won't miss out. Number two is please understand that I'm not a financial advisor. In fact, I do these videos purely for entertainment and research purposes only. You should use my videos essentially as a stepping stone before deciding to get involved or invested into a project. So with that said and done, let's go ahead and jump right in. Alrighty, so I went ahead and created a little document of what I'm going to cover in this video. We can go through the document really quick and then I'll show you the sites and give you some context to the resources that I'm providing. All of the stuff that I'm going to be mentioning in this video, I'm going to have the links down below in the description section. That way you guys can have easy access to that. So number one, the first three actually are going to be, I guess you would say, lower risk than the ones that kind of follow that. These tend to have projects that are a little bit more established. They may have been pre-vetted depending on the platform that you're viewing them or deciding to get involved with them with. And yeah, they're just a lot lower risk. Not that they're low risk, but because these are still high risk. You guys need to understand that these projects that you're going to be finding on these platforms are very new in the works, right? They're in the early stages of development. A lot of them don't even have a test net. They just have like the bare essentials such as a website, token addresses, and social media, Telegram, stuff like that. But there is an upside to this because essentially you can get in at the beginning stages of these projects and you can have those 10, 20, 30, 40, 100, even 1000x returns depending when you get in. So we're going to jump into these resources. I'm going to jump back and forth on the websites so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about. You can get a little bit more context. And yeah, so let's get into it. So number one is going to be CoinMarketCal. CoinMarketCal is a calendar that projects release stuff that's going on with their project. Okay, essentially, you would want to look for mainnet launches, exchange listings, partnerships, roadmap updates. These tend to be higher, I guess, more updates just mean more FOMO could be coming in. If you're listed on a new exchange, you get more volume, get more customers in. If the main net is finally launching after being in testnet, these are major changes that are happening on projects that you can get involved in. So CoinMarketCal, the link will be down in the description, but you can see they show you upcoming events based on date. You can see how many votes are going on. Usually a project will say, hey, go upvote on CoinMarketCal, the new event that we have going on. And you can see how active the community is if they're doing that. You can see listings that are happening. Elongate will be launching Bitmart. There's going to be an AMA. They have filters up here where you can go and select different categories. So you can go and see who's having a white paper, who's having an AMA, or any new partnerships, branding, conferences, release, farming, roadmaps. These are things that you can kind of look at and get a better feel for it. Once you find a project, let's say you want to look into Student Coin, we can come here and then you can start doing your due diligence on Student Coin. They're going to have some links, the white paper, the website, the GitHub, their Twitter, and you can start doing your research from there. Okay, that's CoinMarketCal. Number two is CoinMarketCap Calendar. This is something new that CoinMarketCap has started. They have some pre-vetting that you have to go through, not a lot. If we go to the CoinMarketCap website, we can come to where it says calendars and click on calendars. Then you can see events that are having ICOs, IDOs, IEOs. You can basically start doing your research from here, right? You can see their goals that they're having. If we want to look in to see what Metis is doing, they're trying to raise $50,000, which is a very small amount if you really look at it. And you can kind of read exactly what they have. They're going from Web 2 to Web 3.0. They're trying to raise $100,000 through selling 20,000 tokens. So that's going to be $5 per token. And you can get a lot more information there, where to participate, what percentage, and essentially these are ways that you can, find new projects. Another one is going through actual ICO websites. So I listed a few of them here. You have ICO Holder, Top ICO List, ICO Drops, CoinList. Keep in mind on some of these, they will have some pre-vetting. So the team will have to get in communication with the website, go through and make sure everything is good. It's not a scam. It's not a rug pull. Also keep in mind that some of these are paid. So if a project has to actually pay to get on these websites, it may be a good thing because they're actually investing in some type of branding or some type of marketing. Some of them are free. So it's always good, regardless, to do your own research before deciding to get into any of these. So we're going to go through ICO Holder. You have it here. They kind of give you a pre-vetted score. They have a list of different ICOs that are going on. They'll give you a start date and end date, right? These are like ground projects that are still in development phase. Essentially, all these are. But the ones in the ICO websites, we have ICO Holder. You can find different ones. They tell you if they're in DeFi, NFT, if they're a new blockchain, all that stuff. They usually have some type of video. You can see the pre-sale going on. These you have to keep in mind. You're gonna have to hold these tokens for a little bit longer because it's a pre-sale going on. Some of them are going on till June, so it's April now, or excuse me, it's May now. And so you're gonna have to wait for time. These aren't things that you can just flip right away. However, if the project is good, if they have a nice roadmap, a good team, they have some good community behind it, you may get in and find a gem. Another website is Top ICO List. They're all kind of similar in kind of functionality, where the project can list on here. You can see these here can be sponsored, platinum, gold, silver. So I assume the platinum ones are going to be the more reputable ones, or a lot more hype behind them. But you can see the ICO. This ICO is literally going on for 1 year. So that kind of gives you an idea of how long you may even have to hold on for this token. But it gives you all the information. They're going to have the links. This one here is they're showing an actual roadmap. So it does a little bit of pre-vetting for you before deciding to get into it. Another website is ICO Drops. Once again, same functionality. You can see active ICOs. Some of them, they're up and coming. These are ended. You can even go through the ended ones and see, if they reach their goal. Let's go to Euler Network. I'm not sure. It says they had a goal of 5 million. This is an oil protocol. ICO price, one token was $2.93. It's going to be a utility token. Doesn't say not if they reach their goal, but you can start doing research on here, taking their contract address, going to Etherscan and pasting it, which I'll be showing you guys doing it later. Another site is CoinList. This is another one. They say CoinList is where you can get access to the best new tokens before they list on other exchanges. So you get access to the ICO, and they also have an exchange where they list all the ones that go through their platform before they list on other exchanges. Some reputable ones that haven't gone on here: Flow. If you're familiar with Flow, that's with NBA Top Shot, Near, Solana, very, very good one, Agoralan, Ocean, Trust Token. So they've had some good reputable lists on here. So you can go through here, you can go through their product section and see any ones they're going to be listing on in the near future, and then you can decide if you want to kind of get involved in it. So as I mentioned, those are going to be like the top 3 resources where you can find pre-vetted and kind of pre-scanned, I guess you can say, projects before deciding to get into it. They do possess a risk, but a less risk of the following. So here are going to be some resources I'm going to share with you guys on finding shitcoins, low cap coins, and potential moonshot coins. These are going to be a lot more higher risk, guys. These here, you may not even know who the team is. Their website may be half-assed. They may only have a few token holders, but these here, if you can get into one that gets a lot of hype, a lot of FOMO behind it, you can literally 1,000 extra returns. These are super high risk. You can almost assume that 90% of the projects that you find through these resources may be a scam. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you go in with that mentality that you may just lose whatever you invest, then you won't be heartbroken to be later on. Never invest more than you're willing to lose. And yeah, let's just kind of jump right into it. So number one is going to be called Moonfactor. It's a data aggregator that pulls low cap coins to help you with research. I really like this website. It's moonfactor.com. Once again, all the links are going to be down in the description. But you can come here and they have two sections. They have one that's called coins and one that's called fresh pairs. Personally, I like to find projects now that are on the Binance chain because of the transaction fees and the gas fees associated with Ethereum. They just tend to be a lot higher, and your initial investment has to really be big enough to justify the high gas fees. As opposed to Binance, right now you're just going to pay between 10 cents to maybe even $1 at most. Okay, so I come here and I'll look for, you can throw on some filters. You can just click platform here and it'll search them. You can see these are listed on Binance, and you can start seeing how much volume they have, right? This is all pulled from the Blockchain Explorer. The volume that they have, the market cap, how the percentage it is from their all-time high, all-time low, percentage there are from their all-time high, what the percentage upvote is on CoinGecko, how many Telegram users. Remember, Telegram is where you can see the community, how big it is. Twitter followers, you can see how many followers they have on Twitter. Reddit subs, if they have any Reddit. GitHub stars, if they have any commits on there. So from here, you can start doing some research and deciding, okay, let's see this market cap here. We can even search by market cap and see the lower ones. These are all Ethereum. We'll go to results per page and go to have them list 100 of them. And we'll find the first Binance one is BBOO. So you can see they have a market cap of about 300,000, very, very small, guys. And volume is about 26,000. But essentially just doing some research. It's 500,000. Once you get to about a million can be a little bit, have a little bit more, I guess, security. And you can start doing it. But if you click on, let's go, for instance, go to BBO, you can see what it is. We can go to their website here and go to Panda Yield and start seeing exactly. It looks like this is an automated, it's a yield farm on Binance chain where you can, essentially farm and pull. The website actually looks really nice. It looks like another clone of maybe Pancake Swap or Panther Swap or Bakery Swap. But you can go to the farm sections, I'm assuming, and see the APR is 612% APR, 400% APR, 3,595% APR. So from here, you can, start doing some more due diligence. Go check out their contract, which I'll show you guys how to do here in a second and whatnot. But I just want to show you guys that that's called moonfactor.com. Very cool website with a lot of data. A lot of potential here, guys. You can find it kind of aggregates it for you, and then you can start just doing your research on them and deciding if you want to get involved with them. Let's go back to the document here. The next one is TokenFomo. TokenFomo is a website that lists all new tokens that are being created across different blockchains. So we'll go ahead and go to that one over here. It's called tokenfomo.io. So you can see, let's go ahead and refresh because it's probably been sitting there for just quite some time. But these are all the new tokens that are deployed on Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain in the last 24 hours. So you can see how long ago it was. You can see the name of the token, the exchange that it's available on, and the chain that it's launched on. So you can start doing it here. So this one launched 30 minutes ago. So these are like really, really premature products. These are like tokens are just being launched. So you can kind of go through here and see if there's anything that kind of catches your eye, right? If you find one of these projects, let's say Unicorn, we can copy the token address, right? And it's on Binance. So we can go over here to the Binance Smart excuse me, a block explorer, we can paste that here, search that. We can see if there's been any activity on this particular address. So it's just created, as you can see. So obviously there's nothing, but you can start doing your due diligence and seeing if they have maybe a Telegram or Twitter and start going from there. But they have very little activity. Only 5 addresses have them. They're obviously working on the project right now, but it's a way that you can see new ones, right? You can click this here to expand and see more that have launched. Like I said, these are all that have been launched in the last 24 hours. So this one is called TikTok, okay? Safe Bank. This one's called Do Not Buy, Ego Finance, Kratom. So once again, you come here, you start finding, and you start doing some more research on them. Another website, very similar, is called Token Sniffer. Token Sniffer is going to find different websites. They also list scams. So if there's any on that have been scammed, you can see over here, this list here. These are the newest tokens, and these are trending tokens. You come here to the trending token site, and you can see different ones that are going on. Usually if trending tokens are going on, it's because the number of wallet holders has been increasing maybe since it started. So we can come here and we can say, okay, this one's called Be Happy. Let's go see what Be Happy is. We can click on the token address. It's going to come there. So we can currently see that B has about 132 people that are holding right now. Last transaction was about 12 minutes ago. And yeah, so we can even take this a step further if we wanted to, which I was going to mention later on in the video, but we'll do it now. We can copy this contract address over here, and we can go to a website called poocoin.app. We can paste it over here, and this is going to find price charts for any BSC. So we put this in, and you're going to see it's going to pull up the price chart, okay? And we can see how much volume it's been having. The market cap's only about 7,000, so there's not a lot going on, right? So you can see there's only about 2,000, but you can see, you know, the chart, right? When you're on Uniswap or PancakeSwap, you can't really see the chart. So it's always good to come over here and cross-reference to see what's going on with them. Of course, that's just a new token, so there's not much going on, but this here is going to show a lot more. Like this one here, oh, this is 65 days ago, so it's kind of a bit old. But you can see Token Sniffer and new tokens, trending tokens, any scams that's been going on. Good way to find trending stuff going on. KuCoin, as I just showed you guys here, you can take any BSC. So we can go, let's go back to, for instance, over here, Coca-Cola token. We'll go ahead and copy his contract address. Come here, we can paste this, excuse me, in Poo over here. Okay, paste, and then it'll pull up the chart, right? If there's any movement that's been going on, it's only has a market cap of 4,000, right? There's nothing going on. But it's a new token. But you can definitely find, we can come here where these have a little bit more kind of action, right? We can come here, we'll go and find, this one's called the lab. Let's go find the lab. Let's go to their CoinGecko, and we can get the contract address really quick. Once it loads up, the lab finance, so we can get it right here. Copy that. Then we can go back to Poo. Okay, then we can paste it in Poo. Pulls it up right away. We can see the market cap's at about 800,000, right? You can see in version 1 and version 2 how much holdings they have. The chart's not very consistent, right? There's not a lot of volume going on, but you can see the movement, right? Over here, if you look on the left-hand side, you can see all the transactions. Over here, we click, we can go see the contract. We can see everybody that's holding it. We can do a rug check, and it'll tell you some information that you can look at. How much are, how many contracts do they have? Who's the highest holders? How many transactions? The transfer counts, the wallets have been having. These are all things you can start doing due diligence to see if there's some type of shady action going on, right? Let's move on. DEXtools, very similar to KuCoin, except DEXtools is going to be for the Ethereum blockchain. So we can come over here to, let's go back to over here, Moonfactor. Let's find one. Let's find Star. Let's go check out their Etherscan so we can get their contract address, and then we can take it to DEXtools. We're going to come over here. We're going to copy the address. You can see there's 3,000 holders. We can go, excuse me, over here to where it says Uniswap tools. We can paste that there, and then we can hit Pair Explorer. Okay, and it's going to search that Pair Explorer. It's going to pull up the information, and you're going to get a nice chart on this side, give you a DEX score. Not a lot of action, right? There's not too much volume going on. Kind of reached the peak over here, about 60 cents, and it's just kind of been a little bit of a downturn. But you can see all the trade histories, who's buying, who's selling. It's always good to make sure that you see some sells in these books, because if you're seeing just a bunch of buys, what that is, usually it's called a honeypot, and it's just people that are it's like a bot that's just buying to make it look like it's going up, and then you can't really sell. So you want to make sure that people are selling and buying and doing, and there's some good activity going on. And yeah, so this is called DEXtools. It's for Ethereum. You can put in any contract, any coin, and it'll give you the chart and all the transfers that's going on. BCS check, we already kind of went through that. That's for the Binance chain, where you can put the address or the token in there, and you can get information on that. Etherscan is going to be a similar version of BSC scan, but for the Ethereum. You can come in here, you can see anybody that's holding. So if we go back to DEXtools and we grab this contract address and we copy it and we put it in Etherscan, we're going to get some more information on that particular contract and all the addresses that have it. So this is the token. It's tracking the tokens for the DEXT, and you can see all the transactions that have been happening 1 day ago, 25 days ago, so on and so forth. Okay, so that's just Etherscan. You guys should already know about that. Another thing that you want to do, guys, is always check out the community and see what sentiment it is. So you can go to Telegram, you can check out their Twitter and see, are people talking? Is the admins answering questions? Are they available? Like, what are people saying? What are they talking about in these chats? And that's just essentially some good starting points where you can go and find some new tokens, some trending tokens, find out anything that's being scanned. Oh, I didn't mention this website here. Let me kind of, this is called BSC Contract. And what you can do is you can grab a contract address, and you can see if there's any type of funny language in the address. So let's go to, once again, let's use the Lab Finance as a example. We'll copy their contract over here. I don't know what, right here, and we'll go to BSC check.eu, and we'll paste that really quick, and we can do check, and it's going to do a check on the contract and see if it's locked, if it's not locked, if it's a honeypot, and all that. And this one here says it's a little bit risky. It's a bit risky, okay? So you can see the total burn, the total supply, how many holders, and it'll tell you why it may be risky. This is the dev wallet right here. Ownership is not renounced, so that's why it's saying it's a bit risky. But that happens with a lot of projects. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a scam, but it's just a way to kind of do it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you could do me a huge favor and go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, if you don't mind, and it really kind of helps the channel out. It was a bit long, but I hope you enjoyed. All the resources that I mentioned in the video are going to be listed down in the description. Once again, use this as a way to start doing some stepping stones to seeing on how you can find these potential moonshot gems, low cap gems, and high potential upside coins and projects, guys. Convicted marketer Lawrence Aponte signing out. Peace.